We need to speed up carbon drawdown. We need to stop transferring carbon from the ground to the air everywhere, now, fast. We need to return the carbon already in the air back into the ground, everywhere, now, fast. We urgently need to replace complacent inactivity with focused activity. Without measuring carbon, we can't know if we're reducing it or by how much. 3 big problems tarnish carbon auditing in its current form. First, understanding carbon liabilities. Like any debt, you should count everything. Imagine asking your bank for a loan and listing your overdraft, but not your car loan, credit card bills and mortgage repayments. Unacceptable, yet most carbon auditors currently don't count all their clients' carbon liabilities. So far, there's been little consequence. Clients get good numbers, no one is accountable for the deficit. It's just paperwork. No one risks jail. Take Scope 3. For a sports event, transport emissions from the audience can be 80% of the total carbon cost. Ignore that inconvenient truth, and appearing carbon neutral gets 5 times easier. Then there's gaming carbon assets. Buy a carbon credit and see your carbon debits vanish from the ledger and declare yourself carbon neutral. But as with carbon debits, carbon credit devil is all in the detail. Detail that may make up to 90% of the world's biggest offsetters' reductions imaginary. Or mean 95% of the AAA ratings issued by a major fund auditor are greenwash. Pay an offsetting scheme to plant trees and you can claim credit for the carbon they sequester over the next century. In the real world, those trees may never get planted. Even if they are, many could be dead within months, and those that survive can take decades to absorb significant volumes of carbon. But on paper, these imaginary future trees are soaking up carbon you're pumping out today. This is like telling your bank you're solvent if you count money you'll probably inherit from your newborn grandchildren. A piece of paper saying someone else is planning to cut down trees allows you to claim credit for keeping them in the ground. This is like asking a bank to reduce your loan by the amount of money you reckon is in someone else's account because you can prove you've persuaded them not to spend it. No wonder carbon auditing has a bad name. Even for the well-meaning, it's illogically careless about debits and irrationally optimistic about credits. And there's a deeper problem. Governments, shareholders, consumers all want carbon audits. Carbon auditing is a big business with plenty of choice, but here choice is a problem. Good measurement reflects the goal. Bad measurement risks becoming the goal. Focusing on the measurement, not the point of the measurement, creates opportunities to game the system or cheat. Exam result league tables that serve marketing, not education. Share prices that reflect short-term profit rather than long-term health. Hospital waiting lists that benefit administrators' targets, not patient care. Who are we cheating when we give ourselves more carbon credit than we deserve? Carbon dioxide neither knows nor cares who released it. Methane is indifferent to when, why, how, and on whose balance sheet it was recorded, or if it was recorded at all. Greenhouse gases obey the laws of atmospheric physics, not the rules carbon auditors use to compete for customers. Currently, you can choose between different proprietary carbon auditors that charge just to use their standard. This is inherently corruptible. Like financial ratings agencies who lose business if their clients dislike their grades, only this is more important. When counting money, companies, countries, and individuals have long exploited loopholes. Why then do we expect them to ignore loopholes when counting carbon? Different standards make it hard to tell honest auditors from greenwash merchants. Paying for standards favors auditors offering cheaper rates and laxer requirements. If auditors relax their standards, they attract dodgy customers, tighten them, and they might lose reasonable ones. Companies can currently prosper not by reducing real-world carbon, but by appearing to do so at the lowest cost to their financial balance sheet. Auditors prosper by giving the best possible answers at the lowest possible cost. Their only risk, the PR cost and brand damage of a public greenwashing shaming. This risk is low because all carbon auditing standards are compromised by charging to use their standards. Good for business, disastrous for carbon drawdown, and easy for anyone more interested in greenwash than being green. Then there's the cost. Good actors have to pay auditors to use their carbon auditing standards and pay experts for carbon-cutting consultancy. The problem appears intractable. Any solution would have to use a standard that counts all carbon liabilities and only counts real carbon assets, be open source, no one profits from it, and constant improvement is crowdsourced, benefit all businesses, whatever their environmental concerns, have a transparent verification process that bad actors can't game, offer affordable AI-automated consultancy that makes carbon reduction advice accessible to SMEs, and harness market forces to incentivize real carbon reduction. In short, see-through carbon. If you can't buy integrity, why should you be able to sell it?
Everybody find justice, just as long as there's